Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd take today to go through the Jeep a little bit more since the last workshop build video. It has changed quite a lot, and I've been using it and sort of not really gone through the specs and the changes of what's been happening over the past few months. I don't have my workshop anymore, so that business is closed, so we're only at home. So filming and getting the chance to film and upload is becoming a bit of a task now, what we've been full-time employed. But I've got a nice quiet Saturday, so I thought I'd come up on Dartmoor and just give you a quick lowdown of the truck and the spec, what's been done, how I use it, how well the bits are that I've made and bought. So yeah, let's get into it. I guess we'll start from the beginning. So the front end has changed. I've actually gone back to the standard bumper. And fog lights as well. I couldn't make my mind up on what I liked. So off of the breaker Jeep that I got to turn this into a 4-litre on another video, if you're wondering, it was a diesel. I decided to take the bumper off and use it. It's Raptor coated. And you'll probably notice as well that the wheels are now a lot smaller. So we did have the 33-inch tyres. I've gone down to a 31-inch tyre purely because it was rubbing a lot. So the arch had to be cut. And even when I did cut the arch, it did still catch and bent. The 33s, they just didn't work out for me. I didn't like the way it drove. They were just too big for sort of what I'm doing. I don't really do a lot of off-roading. It is more of a tour vehicle. So I felt that the 31s were a better option. I actually got these wheels and tyres as a package, I think, for about £800 all in, and that is for 5. So brilliant deal. There are banging deals out there if you look around and do some searching. So yeah, out with the 33s, in for the 31s, completely transformed the way it drives. Can't say it's better on fuel because obviously the 4 litres are horrendous. What's next? So we've got the aluminium windows. This is a diesel heater fuel tank that I've turned into a water tank. This is just a generic butt, water tap butt that's just on. It's actually started to leak, so I've got to take it off and repair it. Another new feature is this awning. This is actually like sort of about a month old. I bought this. For a while I've been trying to find awnings that are not cheap but not £1,000. So this one is 2.5 meters long and 2 meters out, 2 legs that come down. I would get it out, but everyone's seen an awning, you know what it looks like. But it's perfect length. It sticks just out the back, just over the front, so you've got a nice wide seating area underneath, which is absolutely brilliant. That is mounted onto the new roof rack that's been fabbed. So it came with these L brackets, and I just drilled the 2 holes and bolted up. Really, really, really easy. Anyone can do it. Whilst we're on the topic of the roof rack, that's probably one of the best new additions to the truck. Hello dog. So this roof rack is 50 by 25 box section with rails that go down underneath. So nice and tight. There is a gap there, as you can see, but it's sat as low as we could physically get it. And there's flanges welded onto the 50 by 25, and the tent is bolted down through there. So as far as security wise, you ain't getting this tent off of this roof rack unless you unbolt the roof rack from the truck. The feet were flat plates that I'd laser cut by a friend who made it for me. And then we cut about halfway through the plate, bent it at the angle, welded it back up. The locking feet are threaded bar inside some tube with, so the tube just goes up through the second part on the foot, bolted on, clamps up to the roof gutter. Only 4 in each corner because I thought it was a bit overkill to go on all 8 feet. It is rusting a little bit. I've just chucked a little bit of Raptor coat on there just before my workshop closed. But I will get it powder coated at some point. Front is meshed, so I've got a front storage area in front of the tent. So it works out really, really, really well. Snorkel's still on, going strong. It's not actually connected anymore due to the airbox and the battery swapping over when I've done the engine swap. So I need to somehow get some flexi tube and run it all the way to the airbox over the other side. Another new addition, which is quite obvious, is the rear tyre carrier. This is a kit that I bought off a chap, Alan, at KFab. So this is a self-build kit. So everything was supplied. The A-frame is I made. He has a different option tyre carrier, so you can go with his or make your own like I have. All comes with plates that need to be welded together. So the angle of this, capping it all off, making this under the light, that's all you can do yourself, and you can make it how you can make it look how you like, basically. Nice big thick swivel pin. It's not going anywhere. This bar's like 5mm thick plate or something. It is a very, very good kit. Very sturdy and very easy to sort of get your head around. It has, I never bothered to weld these up, I just got a bit lazy, but it has big box section going right across the back here, and then 2 that run down each chassis leg. So you've effectively got a nice big H-frame bolted into where the tow bar is, so it's not going anywhere. Nor the back of the truck, it all needs tidying up. So onto the boot build. This is probably something that's changed the most, I'd say. In my previous videos, you'll see this is stacked up, I think it's this side actually, it's stacked up quite high. The cool box was in here, and basically I ended up running out of storage, and it was too big for, it took up too much room, basically, for what I wanted. So I've sacked all that off, gone with just the drawer for the cooker and the wash bowl, which comes right out. The gas line actually goes into the back, and in front of the rear seats I've just got a 3 kilo gas bottle, so I never have to move the gas ever. This is where my cool box normally sits. Just got some box section, welded the rollers to that. That pulls all the way out. Some tied, well, that's dual holes to mount it, but they act well as tie down points as well, which is really good. Again, on the aluminium window, still got the storage hooks for saws, hammers, straps, bungees, anything really. It's good to get stuff out of the way. I do have a gap down here, down the side of the kitchen, which is like tow ropes, the support bar for this, for when you're cooking and putting weight on it. And then this goes with this. So in the winter, I actually bought myself a diesel heater, took this panel off, bolted this to the metal panel underneath. The air intake comes around here. The exhaust goes down under the truck there. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see that. So there's the exhaust poking out. Fuel tank's mounted, just bolted through the aluminium panel, and then the controller's up there. So turn on the switchboard that I've made. This is a board that you can buy off of eBay for about 12 quid, and it comes with 12 volt, USB, everything. So blowers, this blower switch here is for the heater, so we'll turn the heater on, powers up the heater, so I can turn the heater off. And I wanted a main switch for the board, so the board's not on constantly. It's all wired up to a leisure battery. Bit messy, I know. It's kind of a work in progress. It's all in and works. It's not going to short out or anything. It does need tidying up. Split charge relay down in there. Keep it topped up. I'll show you this. Even with this, so I haven't used it yet, it's 12.6. So with the cool box on for a few hours and the heater, I've had that heater running for about 5 to 6 hours on and off over a 2-day weekend. This battery here never went below 11.8 volts or something. It is ridiculous. So if you've got a similarly small setup, I would advise this battery here for your power, because it is brilliant. Another good investment that I've made is a full new sound system in the truck, front and rear. It saves me going on the front. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but just down there on the pillar, you'll see a little tweeter. So I've got the woofers in the bottoms of the doors, tweeters up on the dash. So I re-ran the wiring for the head unit. I re-ran the wiring for all the speakers, so it doesn't use any of the old truck wiring at all. It's completely brand new, completely standalone. So if I did want to take it all out, it's nice and easy to do so, and it has made a huge difference. I would seriously recommend spending some money. Sounds amazing, and it's all completely brand new, and it just works, and you've got no problems, no crackling, no nothing. It really is good. Going back to the heater, so I do have a pipe. You're probably wondering why it goes into there. So I've got a couple of holes to keep the dog warm, but I bought an electrical flap for a camper, so the pipe comes into here and then I connect my pipe onto there and it goes up into the tent. So we camped 0 degrees night, so it was freezing, and we were in sleeping bags, no clothes. It was absolutely fine. The tent was completely warm, works an absolute treat. Dog was warm inside. I believe the temperature on that was reading about 18 to 20 degrees for the dog in the truck. So it does work brilliantly. Close this one up. So I guess that kind of settles it really. I didn't want to make a massive long video because I know people get bored watching this stuff. Hello dog. But this is kind of an overview of how the truck is now, what's been changed, and sort of how it all works really. And it's brilliant. You know, if a lot of you guys have got similar setups, and I take a lot of inspiration off YouTube, so do you guys. So I'm hoping that this can sort of, you know, give you an idea and help you in the way of what you're thinking of doing, what you want to build, you know, how stuff works. But like I say, with the heater and the kitchen and stuff, that at the minute, that's sort of the best setup that's working for us. The awning was an absolute no-brainer to buy. That awning is about 250 quid, brand new, off of eBay. Again, this whole truck's pretty much built from eBay. Obviously, go to Latitude for your roof tents. Would fold it out, but you all know what a roof tent looks like by now. It's the new craze. So yeah, hope you found this interesting. If you want any sort of tips and tricks or links as to where I've got some stuff or how I go about, you know, building it and fabbing and stuff, then just drop me a comment. I'm more than happy to reply and help you guys out. And hopefully we'll have an absolute banging summer and get a load of camps in. If you're in the southwest area, give me a shout. I'd love to go camping, see all your rigs. One final thing just before we finish the video. This is something that's sort of been going on in the side for a while now. We've just never actually got round to sort of doing anything with them. I've got a small little clothesline going. I've got 2 hoodies, black and grey. This is the logo on the grey one, embroidered. This is screen printed. And then this is a crew neck. So to kind of go with the theme of the YouTube channel and sort of moving it forward in the future. These are all available. I've got one set of stock, and once they're gone, they're gone. I'm not going to make another line because I want to make different designs and different types of clothing. So I want to make some check shirts, bits and bobs like that. But I do have joggers and t-shirts. T-shirts are all black with a similar logo to this. They've just got the K on them. But if you're interested, you like them, small, medium and large, again, drop me a comment. I will put my Instagram name, I don't know, I think it's down here or something, so you can drop me a DM on there if you're interested. Not very expensive, you don't have to buy them, but if you are interested, you like the look of them, then drop me a line. They're great for at night. I know it's coming into summer now and you're probably not going to want any hoodies, but they're great for sitting around the fire and keeping you warm at night. So yeah, just drop me a line if you're interested. But on that note, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.